Hello everyone, this is Abis Mall, but you can call me Abis. Our primary focus in this channel is to discuss Marvel Champions decks, but that's not really what we're doing today. We're going to discuss how to use MarvelCDB to either save a deck that perhaps you've created or to use MarvelCDB to construct one. It works equally well for both. We're going to do three things in this particular video, so these are just basics. The first one is how to add your collection to MarvelCDB, which is very quick. Secondly, how to start creating your deck and a few of the tools to do so. And thirdly, how to use the pack filter in case you are building a deck for someone else who might have a different collection than you do. So let's get started. To add your collection to MarvelCDB, you go up here to where this little person is and go ahead and click on that drop-down menu and click on My Collection. Once you get there, you will see lots of options here. Right now, mine are all blue. Blue means that those are part, or almost all blue. If it's blue, that means those are part of your collection. So obviously, I have most of these. The only things I don't have are the Scenario Pack, the Wrecking Crew, and Mojo Mania. Anything else? Oh, and this one encounter set, Ronin modular set. So I have everything else, but it's just a matter of clicking on it to show that you have it. So for instance, if let's just say I didn't have any of these added to my collection yet, and I wanted to say that I did, I just click on them and boom, all of those are added to your collection according to MarvelCDB. So the great thing about that is when you go to actually create your deck, it won't bother bringing up cards that aren't part of your collection. So it makes it easier to, not make the mistake of you go, oh, this is a great card. I want to add this. Why have I never noticed this card before? Well, if it's not part of your collection, that wouldn't be very fun to look through all your cards and discover you didn't have it. So that's how you add the various packs to your collection. Then we want to start creating a deck. To start creating a deck, you go up here to My Decks. And then you will see, if you already have a bunch of decks in here, you will see them, starting with the most recent ones. Notice I have 32 pages here. You can create more than 400 decks. This will save more than 400 decks for you. And you can, but if you're just wanting to create a deck or save a deck that you have constructed, you go up to New Deck. So over here on the right, it has plus New Deck. Click on that, and then select the hero you just built a new deck for, or that you want to construct a deck for. So, for example, suppose you already actually made the deck. I personally, this is the way I use MarvelCDB for a long time. I didn't actually use the tools here to create the deck online. I had to see the cards physically. So I would look in my own collection, and I did have them segmented it off into different sections so I could easily find my cards. And I would first create my deck, and then I'd go to MarvelCDB to save the deck. So suppose I had done that and it was an Angel deck. So I could click on Create Angel Deck or any of these others, right? It has all the heroes listed. So I click Create Angel Deck. And if I already know the cards that I have, there are a couple of ways I could start adding them. So let's just suppose you already created a deck and you wanted to add a support. So here are the supports that are available. Notice it's already selected as basic. So once I clicked on support, it's only showing the basic supports that are in my collection. And then suppose I wanted to add, let's say I can't add Quinn Carrier to this because Angel is, let's see, X-Force. So let's just suppose I were going to add Avengers Mansion. So I could just select one Avengers Mansion, and there it is, it's been added. And then another way to do it, so let me just remove that. Okay. Oh, I should probably show how I did that. So click on it. Oops, sorry, it's no longer there. Let's add it back. So if I just click on it, then it gives me the option, I want to remove it, I'll select 0 for the deck quantity. So that removed it. But another way to do it, and for a long time, this is the way I added everything, is I just started typing in Avengers Mansion. And you can see here, oh, I can click on that, and boom, we've added Avengers Mansion to the deck. So if you've already created one ahead of time, you can just try to find the cards you created. Okay. But you can also use this to create them from scratch as well. So suppose you were creating a leadership, well, let's say aggression. Okay, so you click on aggression and notice it's just showing aggression cards. So you could pick an aggression support you want. For me, I might be looking more at, say, some aggression events, and I might want to add some kind of big event here. So let's see, what's a good one? Yes, let's go back up. I thought of one, full body charge. So suppose I wanted a couple of copies of full body charge. Then I've added those two aggression decks. Notice it has the color on there, so it makes it very easy to see. So you can, I'm just going to pick some other kind of random ones here. Let's say a couple of this, a couple of allies, and I'm picking this very randomly. So this is definitely not a deck I'm recommending in any way. Okay, you can pick some side schemes. You can pick your resources. In this case, I might want to go to some basic resources and do energy, strength, and genius. And you keep going until you have, you have support upgrades. You can select basic, you can select aggression. If you're building a different type of deck, you can select those. And you can save anytime. So for example, you need at least 40, you need 40 to 50 cards in your deck, but you could save it now in case you wanted to come back to it later. So you come down here, you could name your deck, I'll call it trash deck, and then just hit save and it'll save that deck. I'm not going to click save now because I want to show a couple of other things. And one of those things is that perhaps you decided you didn't want an aggression deck after all, you did want to switch to leadership. And you could go in and remove all of these, which you're going to want to do. But you can also go over here and change the aspect to leadership. And then it puts these nice convenient lines through the cards you can't have in the deck anymore. And so you can click on each of those and begin removing them. And then you can go back and start adding in your leadership cards. I'm not going to remove all of those because we're not here to spend a bunch of time on this. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is, well, what if you're building a deck for somebody else and they don't have the same collection that you have? So let me get out of here. I'm just going to click on my decks and, well, actually, I can cancel my edits, right? So I haven't actually finished the deck. All right, but it actually does show, that I started a deck over here, so I'm going to delete it as well. Okay? So it took us back to this page, right? So suppose you're creating a deck for somebody else. So I'm going to do new deck, and this time I'm going to say it's an Ant-Man deck. And I'll use an example. So I had a request to build a deck and to give me a little bit of a challenge. So this was a request from Winning Hand Podcast. And they wanted me to build an Ant-Man deck, so I'm glad I actually selected this. And they said just through the Ant-Man packs. So over here, I don't really want to go back to the settings over here and go to my collection and reduce that down to those. I want my collection to stay the same. So what I can do instead is go to Pack Filter, and then notice it has the core set. And most of this, like the heroes, are all in the order that they have been released. So I just left all of these check marks in here, Captain America, Ms. Marvel, Thor, Black Widow, all the way through to Ant-Man. And then I just started unchecking all the rest of these. And then when I start building the deck on here, I don't have to worry about seeing all the rest. Now I'm not going to do, you guys don't need to see me do all that, but you could see, I don't know if you noticed, as I was doing that, some of these cards were starting to disappear. The list was getting smaller. So it only shows the cards that are from, what I have now filtered it down to. So when I go to maybe build a Justice deck for a friend, it's only showing those cards that are in their collection. So and that's the last thing I wanted to show for today. So I hope this helps people who are trying to get started. And if you end up wanting to see any other features you can, I'm actually not an expert in this. I've used it a ton, but I've only used it for the basics. But I'm happy to find out something that maybe I don't know, and there are some things I do know. So if you ever want to see something else, though, I'm happy to share it. All right, everybody have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.